Welcome. In this video, we will examine the 10 important scientific and technological developments of 2023 with you. Let's quickly move on to the video. 1. First drug approved to slow Alzheimer's. Amyloid beta is a type of protein that accumulates between nerve cells and forms plaque in the brain. The accumulation of amyloid beta proteins in the brain damages nerve cells and causes loss of memory and thinking. This leads to the development of Alzheimer's disease. Biogen from the US and Eisai biotechnology companies from Japan announced that the Alzheimer's drug they developed, lecanemab, slows down the process of the disease, destroying the brain by 27% to 30%. The drug contains a monoclonal antibody that targets amyloid beta plaques in the brain. If treatment is started in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease, lecanemab can slow deterioration in memory and thinking after 18 months. However, it is not effective if it is used in the advanced stages of Alzheimer's disease. 2. DNA sequence of the entire human Y chromosome identified. The Y chromosome is one of the smallest chromosomes in the human genome. The most important feature of the Y chromosome is that it determines the male sex. Scientists have determined the DNA sequence of the entire Y chromosome. Due to complex structures such as long palindromes, tandem repeats, and segmental repeats, researchers had a difficult time determining the DNA sequence of the Y chromosome in humans. The complete DNA sequence of the X chromosome, another sex chromosome, was determined in 2020. According to scientists, understanding the structure of the Y chromosome could help treat a range of health problems, including infertility, cancer, and heart disease. 3. Technology enabling paralyzed patients to speak. Losing the ability to speak due to various diseases is a very challenging situation for many people. At this point, scientists are working on a technology that will make life easier for people who have lost the ability to speak due to conditions such as paralysis. Using an artificial intelligence algorithm, researchers have developed a brain-computer interface that can be described as a brain-reading device that interprets brain signals and converts them into text. The interface converts signals from the brain into words with a computer-generated voice. This is a big step forward in enabling patients to maintain healthy relationships with family and friends, continue their work life, and stay connected with the outside world. July 2023 was the hottest month on record. Global average temperatures measured in July 2023 exceeded 17 C, surpassing the temperatures measured in August 2016 and July 2022, which were around 16 C. The temperature, which was around 17.18 C on July 4th and 5th, broke a record by reaching 17.23 C on July 6th. Data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) in the US and the University of Maine show that this is the highest global average temperature ever measured on Earth in the history of the world. Researchers say the likely source of the sudden rise in temperatures is the recent heat waves in Europe, the US and Canada, and the increase in the El Niño effect. It is stated that this temperature measured 2 meters above the Earth's surface is a result of human-induced global climate change. 5. Artificial intelligence races. ChatGPT, a chatbot developed by OpenAI and based on artificial intelligence, launched its latest version, GPT-4, in March. GPT-4 stood out with its ability to understand even complex conversations and analyze visuals. With the new features added to GPT-4 last September, it is now possible to have voice conversations with artificial intelligence and easily create images from written text. In addition, with the integration of the third version of DALL-E, an artificial intelligence model that can generate images from text, into GPT-4, it was possible to generate images suitable for complex texts. In December, Google introduced an artificial intelligence model called Gemini. Gemini, which is said to be able to use data from different types of information, including text, images, audio, video, and code, will bring a new dimension to the artificial intelligence race. 6. Ocean currents could stop by 2050. Scientific studies show that the current in the Atlantic Ocean may stop in 2050. The reason for this situation, which could negatively affect the whole world, is the cessation of global ocean currents, namely AMOC. With further slowing or stopping of the AMOC ocean current, the European continent could be deprived of the warming effect of the ocean current. While the rest of the world warms up, the west of the continent could experience freezing temperatures. The cessation of water circulation could also negatively affect nutrient cycling in the ocean. Dead sea creatures may sink to the ocean floor, and without a new flow of water going deeper, sea creatures living on the surface may not be able to access these nutrients. Different climate and ocean scientists agree that global warming is negatively affecting the AMOC ocean current. All these knock-on effects could seriously affect our planet's ecosystems and our food security. 7. First landing on the south pole of the moon. Chandrayaan-3, developed by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, became the first spacecraft to land on the unexplored south pole of the Moon, which is full of rocks and craters. Chandrayaan-3, consisting of a lander named Vikram and a rover named Pragyan, was launched on July 14th from the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh on a Mark III rocket. On August 5th, the lander module separated from the spacecraft that entered the Moon's orbit and successfully touched the Moon's south pole on August 23rd. After collecting data and images on the lunar surface for 14 days, the spacecraft went into sleep mode on September 4th and remained in sleep mode for 14 Earth days on the Moon. ISRO sent a command to the spacecraft on September 22nd to come out of sleep mode and recharge its batteries. However, there was no response to the wake-up command. 8. Samples from asteroid Bennu reach Earth. On October 20th, 2020, NASA's OSIRIS-Rx spacecraft took samples from the surface of asteroid Bennu. On May 10th, 2021, the spacecraft began its journey back to Earth, and the capsule carrying the samples reached Earth on September 24th, 2023. It is estimated that the materials that make up the Bennu asteroid acquired their current chemical composition about 10 million years after the formation of the solar system. Detailed information about the chemical composition of asteroid Bennu could provide scientists with important information about the origin of water and organic matter on Earth. So far, researchers have collected 70.3 grams of sample from the outside of the sample capsule and continue to open the capsule. 9. X-rays image a single atom. A group of researchers from Argonne National Laboratory and Ohio University have succeeded for the first time in detecting signals from single atoms excited by X-rays. The research used a method called SXSTM, or SXSTM for short, which uses scanning tunneling microscopes to collect the electrons knocked out of atoms by X-rays produced at synchrotrons. As a result, signals from an iron atom, Fe, and a terbium, Tb, atom were detected. The atoms analyzed were located in supramolecular structures, complex structures formed by the combination of different molecules. 10. Antimatter reacts to gravity like normal matter. The ALPHA experiment at the European Centre for Nuclear Research, CERN, has found that the motion of antimatter is affected by gravity in the same way as normal matter. In the experiment at CERN, an antihydrogen atom consisting of an antiproton and an antielectron was placed in a cylindrical vacuum chamber. Initially, the antihydrogen atom was magnetically trapped inside the vacuum chamber. This prevented it from interacting with normal matter particles and being destroyed. Then the antihydrogen atom was released. In the experimental setup, the vertical position of the antihydrogen atom could be determined. In this way, after the antihydrogen atom was released inside the vacuum chamber, its vertical position before it interacted with normal matter and was destroyed could be determined. The results showed that antihydrogen is pulled by the Earth's gravity in the same way as a normal hydrogen atom. The results of the research were published in the journal Nature. This is an important milestone in understanding the properties and behavior of antimatter. Our video is over. You can support us if it was useful.